Evening freaks, I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip, and I'm coming at you live and out loud with this lighting, like lights on in full effect. 11 on the clock when I said that. There is something about this. I have never liked exposing myself to really bright light because my eyes are very sensitive. And for some reason, I just could not bring myself to use anything but like full on light with your reading. I feel like you're wanting to see things exactly as they are. You're not wanting to fall for any more illusions. And I got this really interesting like piece that came in with you, Cancer, that was about a catfish situation, okay? And so I really want to bring this forward and just go with this download. But before I do that, I just letting you all know that we're diving back into that Great Black Conjunction reading series, and we're reading for Cancer right now. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, or Packed Fourth House, okay? There can be cross-watcher energy that comes in the mix. It is a collective read, so understand that the message that needs to come through comes through. Take what resonates with you, toss aside the rest, let your intuition guide you in how the messages are speaking to you in your unique situation. Interchange roles, interchange genders, all of that, okay? You are simply receiving the message and you are using your intuition to decipher the messages, okay? So always bring your intuition forward and cultivate this as we dive into this reading space together, all right? Because what we're really doing is we're working with these cards and these downloads to help you access keys that you already have inside of you. You know, you have the ability to tap into the energies and to know how to read the room and how to move forward. We all have these intuitive gifts. So I very much want you to feel that in play when we dive into this reading space together. So I did get this message that came through for you, Cancer, that you had been talking to somebody. You had been getting to know somebody. You were spending time with them and you were really enjoying, you were enjoying this connection. And I feel like this is a connection that developed online primarily, somebody that you've been getting to know, you've been hitting up the DMs, and you've just been learning more about this person. I think that you had an initial attraction to this person. You were very drawn in by them. Maybe just how they presented themselves online, something about the way that they communicate, something about a sense of humor, wit, I feel like you enjoy your exchanges with this person. There's like a lively banter between you two. You tend to see things the same as well. And there's something about this person that has really interested you. And I also think you find them very attractive. And you've been getting to know this person. And I think a lot of you have taken, the next step in this connection, just seeing what it's all about. I was about to say, I think I'm tuning into singles here, and then like what came in is not in every case. Like some people are feeling tempted by somebody that they met online. 411 on the clock when I said that. Back in the day, man, us Gen Xers used to say, what's the 411? You used to be able to dial up on your phone information. That's what 411 was all about. So, I think we're spilling a little tea right now. Like some of you are in connections and you've been interested in somebody that you only know online. I feel like it's an online connection. I'm really getting that very strongly. You may have made plans to meet with this person, to meet up with this person. I'm picking up huge catfish vibes. I feel like you went to meet this person. You went to like, I'm getting like, I don't know whose story this is, but I'm getting this image of like going to a cafe and connecting with this person and them looking nothing like, you know, their photos that they have on social media, just totally like not what you were expecting. And you don't really know quite what to think of that. Something that's just kind of threw you for a loop, but you still really like this person and you still feel drawn to them. But at the same time, there's something that's been kind of tainted in the connection where you feel like, you know, what the hell, man? It feels like a false representation. So it's almost like made you feel like a little uneasy, wondering if you really want to continue in the connection. You might be sensing like some insecurity there, you know, and you were hoping for more realness. I think you're also finding that what you're attracted to is shifting. What you're attracted to is changing. You used to be really attracted to superficial things, you know, whether it's like looking at somebody's body shape or, just attractiveness. I think that you have been really sort of finding things with more depth attractive. Really be more attracted to the quality of a person's heart, their intellect, the way that they treat other people, you know, and other things that go beyond the things that fade, you know, just looking in terms of like beauty and what is beauty anyway, right? It's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I do feel like you got like a little surprise, you know, and if you haven't met this person yet, I think if you do follow through and you choose to connect with them and you haven't met them in person before, I think you're going to be surprised. I don't think that who you've been seeing online is going to quite match up with who they are in reality. This could also be in relation to just certain things they told you about themselves, like the kind of work they do and just aspects of their lifestyle. It's like, I think that there's a lot that you're finding out about this person that surprises you. It takes you back a little bit. Okay, so this is somebody's story, but there's something about this, like not everything was as you thought it was, or like somebody kind of using too many filters. And when I say filters, I don't just mean like photographic filters. I mean, they're filtering out certain information from the conversation. They're filtering out certain facts about who they are. There's some piece of this here, and you're really wanting like just to see things plainly, clearly. I think maybe you went through a period where you felt a little confused and you were trying to figure out what was going on, you know? But I do feel there's this energy of something's really coming to light for you. Like the light is coming on. You're wanting to see things very plainly and very, very clearly, okay? So that was just first initial message that came in here. Yeah, I really think there's this thing where you're thinking about this, you know, when you meet this person, you're like, you know what? I'm seeing who I'm sitting across from here, and I'm looking back at this picture I got on my phone, and I don't know, how old is that picture? It was 9:11 on the clock, 911. We got an emergency situation here. But seriously, I think you're like, are you bullshitting me? You know, there's some piece about this. I do see, like, I'm just picking up like kind of like art supplies here. So I don't know if you meet this person in some kind of creative space, you know. This is maybe you go to like an art class, you know. They sometimes have these like art and wine events, you know, things like that, where you can you can go and you can learn how to paint something, you enjoy some wine tasting. Maybe you're connecting with this person in this kind of atmosphere or something like that. I do have like some kind of like intimate kind of cafe kind of vibes, you know. Maybe you're doing something creative when you're there, or you're sharing some of your creative work with each other, something like this. But I seriously think you're like sitting there going, you are not the person that I thought you were from what your photos showed. So there's some kind of piece there. It's kind of funny. It's a little side note thing. Although I don't know, it might not be so funny if you've really been spending a lot of time getting to know this person, and then you get pulled a fast one. But I think it is kind of like a little bit of humor on life's part, because it's sort of like, yeah, but they have everything else, you know. They have the qualities that you're wanting, you know, that you find attractive as far as somebody's personality is concerned, and their intellect, you know, just who they are, how their energy expresses itself is very attractive to you. And I think it's also kind of blowing your mind that you're finding something attractive that maybe you wouldn't have in the past. I think like your desires are changing. What you find attractive in a potential, you know, partner, or even sexually, you know, is shifting. It's shifting. It's changing for you. So this is good. This is good. Now we do see that, you know, there's some kind of gamble that you've been taking. Feel like this is some kind of investment. You might be playing the stocks, you know. I got this strongly. You might be getting into, like, some of you might be getting into cryptocurrency. Some of you are investing in gold. I see some of you really trying to build a stock portfolio, you know. You're really working on this. I think you had one that, you know, was kind of like with this sudden wealth in reverse. I think you had one that was like really, it was risky, but you decided to go for it because the payoff could be really big. But it's kind of tanking, you know. It looks like it's tanking. It looks like it's nose diving. It's been kind of a wild market, right? It's been a wild market right now. But I see that there's something that comes through pretty soon here. And it brings you an unexpected turn in that stock. It brings you, you know, some unexpected income, and it looks like it's a great fortune, okay? Real big increase here. I think this is going to feel like a big gift to you. I also think that it's going to allow you to give a special gift. And I just got this, that for some of you who have children, that you feel like, I'm building something that I can, you know, give my child so they can have the support they need for their future. And this is something that's really important to you. So that looks like a good situation. There's some kind of up leveling coming from income. I feel like it has to do with investing. I really feel like there's this stock piece, or like interest gained on something, maybe 401k, or there's some kind of money that comes in, and a mature man connected, possibly. We do have on the bottom of the deck energy. There is a mature man and coffin. Okay, so maybe there's been a death in the family. I do have that whole deck in reverse when I pick that up, but I always pay attention to, you know, the first few cards there. So some of you may inherit money unexpectedly. Something comes through, maybe this money was held up and it brings forward some stability for the future, you know, that feels like a great gift after a time of financial uncertainty. We also see that there is a main female in the mix. Okay, let's see what is up with this main female. Looks like she might have been struggling with some bad health, some ill health. This could be somebody who struggled with some kind of mental illness, I feel. I'm picking up like somebody who's really been dealing with a bout of depression. They might need some added support for this. I think this is something that you've been really concerned about. Maybe you've been dealing with some depression. Oh, I got sentience. Maybe you've dealt with some depression, especially since you've started seeing things more clearly. I think there's been some things that have been coming to light for you. They haven't been easy to reckon with, really. It's been challenging. I think you're realizing as well, I think there's someone here who's very worried about somebody who's close to their heart, and they feel like they need more support than they can really give them. They want that person to go and reach out for help, reach out for some kind of assistance. I'm getting recovery in some cases. Somebody might be dealing with some kind of addiction that requires some outside support. They're making excuses for their behavior, but they don't understand the way that what they're struggling with mentally, especially in case of depression, how it's actually related to potentially alcoholism, using some kind of substance, numbing out old trauma, old pain from long ago. I really feel strongly with this. This is like childhood stuff. It's that Chiron and Aries action, doing its transmutation duties, helping to alchemize these emotions that have been held in the cellular memory, and it has a big effect. I think somebody's struggling. It's been taking a great mental and emotional toll. I don't feel this is like physical illness. It feels more like it's mental, emotional illness that's being struggled with. But what manifests mentally, what manifests emotionally will eventually manifest physically. That's the way it works. It's all energetic, it's all interconnected. So this is something that should really be paid close attention to. I'm also getting that there could be a connection with this illness that could later lead to liver issues. And I'm saying that because I feel like there's this real like repressed anger, this anger that's pressurized, that's held in, and anger usually is connected to the liver when we're looking from an Eastern thought standpoint. So there's this peace coming in strong, peace coming in really strong here about somebody's needing a little bit more support. They're struggling with some issues. It could potentially be, a woman who's important in this picture. Let's see if I can get any kind of clarification on that. I'm going to pull out the good old trusty playing card, since you all want everything so blunt. Okay, I'm really feeling that. Like you all are wanting things up front, clear, direct. You're wanting to see things as they are. You don't want to wear rose-colored glasses. You don't want to be fooled again. I got this really strongly. Like there's this desire to know what you're getting into. Tell me a bit about this main female that's having the health issue. Let me just get a little clearer information here. Well, we do got, we were given a court card, so this is very helpful to have an identifying card come out. That gives us some insight into who this could be. Okay, this could be a main female is really worried about a masculine king of diamonds. Okay, so that would be earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, this could be somebody who has, strong earth sign placement in their chart. There's more indications of earth here too with the 6 of diamonds. This does definitely highlight that this person's needing some help. This person is needing some support. Both of these cards are coming up in the light, so I feel like if this person gets the proper support that they need, they'll be able to turn this thing around. So that's a good sign. Yeah, it will stabilize them. Okay, we have that with the 4 of diamonds. So again, I feel like something is unstable. There's like a mental, emotional instability. This person needs some help. Now, what is this related to? We have a shadow card here. 8 of Diamonds. Okay, so 8 of Diamonds, I'm thinking of eighth house. I'm thinking of eighth house. Actually, is what's coming to mind for me on the astrological wheel. And I'm getting this hit that again there was this piece about the mature man with the coffin. So maybe this masculine dealt with a death in the family, somebody he was really close to. He's been doing a lot of mourning, a lot of grieving about this. It's been difficult for him to move through. He also could have dealt with a really big ending in his life that has greatly affected his self-esteem. This could be around his finances, around his money. Maybe he lost a job. I am getting a piece about addiction too. Maybe somebody's been struggling with some kind of addiction. This has interfered with their work, and so they lost their job. This threw them into a depression. There's some kind of piece here. It's connected to finances. So maybe this person has really been struggling financially. They've been having a hard time. I feel like they used to be really stable financially, but they got rocked. They got rocked by some things that have happened recently, and it's challenged that stability a little bit. I do feel like that's going to turn around. There's relief there. This person is connected to you in some way. They're an important influence in your situation. The money piece is going to clear up, and it is going to come through something that feels like a gift. It's going to feel like a real blessing is what I get, a blessing after hard times. But there is a masculine here, earth sign, strong earth sign placement, who needs some help. He's trying to let go of something. It could be an addiction, because that coffin energy, it did come in reverse. So like I see this, like this thing could be the death of this person if they don't turn this energy around, like on the real. Like they need help. There's somebody you need to get help around you. 22:11 on the clock when I said that. Somebody needs help. Somebody needs some assistance. They don't know how to ask for it. They need you to help them out. I feel like if this person gets the help, they're going to turn this thing around. It's literally it's like 22:33 on the clock. This is somebody's message, so it needs to come through for real. You have somebody around you, and they need help. This is either, it could be masculine or feminine, okay? Because we do have King of Diamonds, and we have main female, okay? They have a strong earth sign placement in their chart, and they're dealing with the kind of situations that I just went through, okay? And they need some help. They need legit help. They don't just need a good, like, nice word from you or something. Like, they really need somebody to show up and help them out and help them align with some resources. It literally could save their life. This is what I'm really picking up very, very strongly. They have the ability to turn it around if they get the support that they need. Let me get a little more information. Anything else you need to tell me about this situation for Cancer Collective, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Pact, fourth house. We just got one came out here. It's crossing influence. It's coming up in the light. Another indication, okay, this person might also have fire strongly aspected in their chart. This is King of Clubs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? So I believe this person is strong earth and fire placements in their chart. It really appears that it's coming up masculine. So I would say there's some main female out here. I believe you have a close connection with this person. This could be your father. This could be your husband. This could be a lover. It could be somebody who's a very dear friend. This is somebody you are very, very close to. They play an important role in your life. They have earth, fire strongly aspected in their chart, and they're needing some support. They're needing some support right now. They're needing some help. but they can really turn it around. They can really turn it around and get things moving to a better place if they have the right kind of support come in. Yeah, basis of the matter here, we got 3 of hearts. So this is healing. This is healing in this situation, healing, restoration, coming back into balance, mind, body, spirit. Yeah, and I think there's this discover, learn, and play. It's in reverse. So I feel like this person is ready to, stop avoiding what needs to be done. They're ready to look at what they haven't been willing to look at until this point. They don't want to play this game anymore. They want to go beyond this. And we see right after that, there is that 10 of diamonds. It's in the shadow. It's in the shadow. If you've been wondering what's going on with this person, they might have recently suffered like some kind of like real big loss, instability. It could be something related to their home. Maybe this person is married and their marriage broke up, or something happened with their home, something major happened with their finances, or they had somebody pass that was really like a source of security, stability, deep connection for them, and it's been very difficult for them. This person's needing some support. It's just coming through super strong here. I'm going to do a cut of the deck energy. Again, we got shadow here, Queen of Hearts, okay? So here's feminine. This could be main female that's involved in this situation. This is your energy, Cancer. Are you struggling? If you're struggling, Cancer, like make sure you reach out for help. It's so, so important. If you're struggling to let go of something that you know that's harming you, it's hurting you, and it's causing you instability, like it's so important that you reach out for help. Like there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. Everybody has a hard time sometimes and they need some help. This is somebody's message. It's okay if it's not for you, but you just let it come through because somebody needs to hear this. There's somebody out there in the Cancer collective tonight that needs this message. And so I'm going to deliver it. All right. This is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. I feel like Cancer, I feel like some of you may really be struggling. You may be feeling like a lot of pain in your heart. A lot of pain in your heart. Some of you lost a mother. Some of you lost a mother. Some of you lost somebody you were deeply, deeply in love with, and it feels like a death for you. You've been having a hard time integrating that experience. You've been struggling. You really could use some support. It's okay to reach out for support. There's people who can help, maybe you need to reach out, to a King of Clubs or a King of Diamonds, earth sign, fire sign, somebody who's grounded but also knows how to take action when things are tough. This person's energy does come up in the light. So I can see this could work either way, all right? Yeah, there's a lot of hurt here. We have 5 of Spades coming up with the Queen of Clubs, all right? You may have been involved with this person in the past. You might have fire strongly aspected in your chart. I think there's always been strong connection between the two of you, passionate connection. I also think as passionate as it's also been extremely painful at times. Extremely painful at times. Ultimately, you decided to walk away from this, You decided to walk away from this. And you came into a place of personal strength and empowerment with that 9 of Diamonds. You also were able to build stability for yourself that wasn't there in this connection. This is coming through for somebody. But I feel like this was a big death for you because there we have Queen of Clubs coming up in the shadow. So this is fire sign energy too. You might be a cusper. Some of you that this is resonating with, this piece here, you might be born on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. You know, you might be dealing with a Leo. That's another piece too, okay? Yeah, there's definitely been some kind of ending, some kind of death in a connection. It was something to do with a romantic partner for some of you. That piece coming through really strong. But what you can't see is where there's been a death, something's about to be turned around and there's a renewal, okay? But that person needs to get help, or you need to get help. Somebody needs help in this situation. A healing needs to happen for this connection to be restored to its rightful place. So take the risk. Ask for help or reach out your hand to somebody who needs it, because this is a really important message for you, Cancer.